Well, in Martial Combat 9, Karina was at ringside supporting her boyfriend David Gardner, who took a tough loss, and he is at ringside watching his girlfriend tonight. In they come. And one thing you might want to look for in Young is a quick leg kick, but she's gone out with the fists here. It's another hugely explosive start, and the American girl is in for the shock of her life. Some stomping going on that we saw in Martial Combat 9 as well. This girl from China does not hold back. She is explosive.
Very dynamic. I mean, you could see Karina felt overwhelmed there. Now that she's got it into the clinch, she can get a chance to gather her senses. It's obvious that the Chinese fighter isn't comfortable with the cage and the wrestling aspect of it. You can see her looking over at a corner for advice. What she needs to do is she needs to be pushing Karina's head off of her, not letting Karina just drag into her.
Young essentially won the fight against her Filipino opponent with an explosive left kick in the first few seconds. It went the distance, but that was the kick that did the damage. Probably broke her opponent's nose.
High crotch slam coming up here. Karina now
just wriggled out of it, didn't she? But brings her opponent to the ground and straight in with the kick, unloading with the punches. As soon as the opportunity presents itself, Young is straight in there.
Explosive. I mean, that's the only word that you can use to describe this. Exemplifying Wushu and Sanda to the T, exploding on her opponent. Karina needs to work on this single leg. She needs to continue driving, hips in, using her head to pivot her to the right and try to get on top. I think once she gets on top, she's really going to display the difference in the ground skills here. Now we see Karina on top, passing right away, maintaining the underhook, and this is why I picked her to win the fight here. The difference on the ground. As explosive as all the Chinese fighters are, they just haven't had enough exposure to the sport of mixed martial arts and to the sport of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to be able to compete. Now she's mounted. Karina's going to continue driving her hips. And this is going to be a turn of events here. I mean, Karina, this is her world. Training out of Jackson's gym, they are very, very, very experienced.
Nice little punches on the inside there, and Young is getting a bit of a pasting to the jaw, to the chin. There's blood, as you can see. I think that's coming from Karina's elbow, so nothing too worrying. And a slam with the head down onto the canvas. Karina is bleeding from the nose.
Karina needs to pummel her hands into the Chinese opponent's face and push her down to the mat.
Full credit to Karina. She was on the end of quite a barrage a couple of times already in this round, but she's held to a game plan, and she's slamming Young's head into the canvas now for the fourth time. Those are heavy blows. That's going to have a concussing effect on her opponent. Down we go again. Oh, she's taking some of that on the shoulder, but an awful lot on the head. And again.
What Karina needs to do here is just posture up and start raining down some punches. Use one hand to push her face down to the mat, and with the other hand, start punching.
There you are, as you called it, Ray, with her back to her opponent.
She needs to establish her hooks. Now she's got this rear naked choke. She needs to fight this underneath the chin. It looks deep. She's flattening out.
Oh, she's
and
tapped
the tap
out.
has come.
She's tapped out.
Very, very, very